I almost forgot to record again. I can't believe it. Always forget. Someone has to remind me. Record, Michelle. Record. Okay. So March 2nd is Los Angeles Opportunity of a Lifetime. And of course, they're not here, but I will send them a reminder. I hope that they can get there because it's amazing. And where are you by, Shelly? There's going to be one in your area.
I have no idea. I'm in Clarksville, which is about an hour outside of Nashville and an hour outside of Paducah. I'm sort of in the middle.
Paducah, Kentucky?
Yeah.
Are you near Lexington?
Not even close. That's about 3-4 hours north.
Nashville on the 31st of March.
Okay.
When they're giving the flyers to us slowly. So when they get the flyer done, I'll put it up on our page. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And
okay.
what's really good about it is one of our one of our leaders will be there, the people that lead our company. Plus, there's usually 2 diamonds. It's a jewel. It's either an emerald, a sapphire, or a diamond who's present. And then people will share their stories. There'll be live testimonies, and their pink drink runs rampant. You can take your little cup and get a pink drink, and it's really great just to have. If you've never had that, I know Deanna got to go to Super Saturday, so she got to experience the amazingness of our company firsthand. And what did you think when you were done with Super Saturday?
It changed my business completely. My thoughts on Plexus were completely changed. And it's like a great big pep rally.
It is.
So you're excited when you leave.
It's so hard, especially when you don't have a bunch of people surrounding you all the time. When you're alone, you don't have that being fed into you. But when you're in a room full of 1,200, 1,500 other ambassadors that are all, all like-minded, it's amazing. So let me write myself a note for Nashville. How far is Nashville for you?
About an hour.
Would it be doable? An hour drive in the evening, maybe?
It's possible. Just depends on what my work schedule is going to be like.
Okay.
And you said you weren't close to Lexington?
No, we're right in middle Tennessee.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
Yeah, we're pretty much in the middle of everything. I mean, we're 3 or 4 hour drive from most places, but still.
Yeah, because I'm doing a 2 hour I'm doing Dallas, which is 2 hours from here. But luckily, my mom lives there. So
yeah, aren't you going up and spending the night?
We're spending it's spring break, so we're spending the week with Grandma.
I'm so glad for you. You're gonna love it. It's much smaller scale than Super Saturday, but it's still you get more testimonies and more. Oh, it's just so awesome. So
now, is there a cost to go to that?
Free.
Oh, cool. All right, free is always good.
If you can get there, it's free.
Awesome.
And then let's see, March 2nd, and then March 7th, next Monday, not tomorrow, but next Monday is our online 101 event. So, Shauna, you're on there, right?
Yeah, I got 5 people that are supposed to be coming.
Sweet. Shauna, did you invite anyone yet?
I have not yet. Okay, I haven't been in my computer much lately.
Hey, Shauna.
Hi, Dan.
Well,
I wanted to mention you're talking about the events. Once in a lifetime opportunity event. Those, all of them, from what I understand, start at 7.
Yeah.
So they're in the evening time, so from 7 to 9. That was kind of big for me. I didn't realize it was the evening, so that's good.
And it's first come, first serve, right?
Yeah. So if you don't get there, I would suggest getting there at least 45 minutes early, because last year I went to Norman and it was just packed. I got there early because I drive 2.5 hours. I make sure I build in the time, but it was packed. And they'll let you stand, but you don't want to stand. You want good seats. You want to get good seats. So March 7th is our online event. Invite as many people as you know. It's really it's just, oh goodness, sorry. It's a good time. It's very low key. People don't even have to say that they're there, but they need to be online in order to win prizes. And we'll have prizes every once in a while throughout the event. I'll do all the posting. I've tried it both ways, and it's really so much easier if I just do it and everybody helps me out with commenting on stuff.
It'll be a Zoom like this and you'll send us a link?
No, it'll just be in the events page on Facebook. It's all,
Okay.
it's not like this. You could,
Oh.
I could do it like that, but it's live online in the room itself, the event page.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just comment back and forth. I've done like a nail one and that kind of stuff. You just kind of follow it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Like I'll post something, hold on a second. I'll post something and then you guys can share your experience with that product, or, you know, and if you're brand new like Shelly, you don't have to do it. Soak it all in. Soak it all in and learn about it. I play video, or I have video links so they could go watch videos, and it's kind of fun. And then a really good way to get people there is to offer them a little thing of P96 or a slim stick. Say, hey, if you come and you make it through the whole thing, I'll get you a free P96 or a P Slim or whatever, just to make it, because I've learned that over my 14 months, people want to know what they're going to get for being there. You know, there are going to be prizes, but not everybody's going to win a prize. I heard on one of the podcasts I listened to, this guy says they're all tuning into WIIFM, which means what's in it for me. It's true. Send them the graphic that I made. You can send that, you know, you can call them, text them, Facebook. It's not just enough to send them an invite, because most people will be like, you know, people get invitations all the time for things. They're like, why is this any different than anything else? Well, it is different. It can change your life. Norman, none of us are in Oklahoma except for me. Dallas is on the 15th, opportunity of a lifetime. Austin is on the 16th. I think Melinda said she was going to go to Austin, right?
Yes, we have quite a few people going to Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing Dallas alone.
That's okay. You won't be
A
alone.
little out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, you won't be alone though. You know that.
You gonna drag your mom with you?
No, she's taking care of the girls.
No.
Saturday, March 12th is the Texas Opportunity Event. Get people there. Invite. I'd like to put the graphic when it's done in, I know, isn't there a couple Texas groups that you guys belong to?
Yes.
The event page, if you could stick them in there too, so that other ambassadors can bring their people too. We'll just make it one big happy family. Saturday, the 2nd of April, we'll be in California. And then convention, June 12th through 16th in Las Vegas. And you will find that the credits, has everyone found their credits already? The back
Yeah, we didn't have any yet.
You will. Last year, I wasn't really working my business yet. I was just trying the waters, and I still made, I didn't go, but I still made my registration. I would have gotten my registration fee back, which was not bad, you know, so.
Now that's only there if you are registered for convention, right?
Right. I mean, you can register up at the very last minute, like I know.
It still shows up.
Huh?
It still shows up even if you're not registered.
Right.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Right. Your convention credits will continue to tick, and you'll keep until the very last minute, until convention starts. So that's that. Okay, I wanted to talk about going silver, and I think you guys are already silver, so I'm going to touch a little bit on silver and try to touch a little bit on gold, because now Shelly's brand new. We got to get her to silver, and she and I had a conversation last week. So I was really hoping a couple of my other folks would be on, but they'll get it on the replay. So silver is having 3 qualified ambassadors underneath you. And what is a qualified ambassador? A qualified ambassador is someone who has their AQ turned on with a backup order in place. They can't go silver without that in place for 3 people, okay? And then if it's in the same month, they need to have a welcome pack, okay? And they need to have 100 PV. So I'm sure Shauna, you just went silver this month, right? So, yeah, I know. Isn't that awesome? Yay!
Yay, Shauna.
So I'm sure you noticed at the first of the month, you went back to ambassador, right? It's a little, but don't worry, because you're still a silver ambassador. You will always be a silver ambassador. You just have to requalify each month, and I'm sure you already have, so I'm not not concerned about that. It gets a little tricky as you get higher because you start getting more and more points, and it's like, oh my gosh, am I going to hit senior goal this month? I don't know. People are dropping off like flies, but so far I've hit it twice, so yay. 3 times now. Why do you want to be a silver ambassador? I think every single person that's on our team should be a silver ambassador, whether they're working the business or not, because they can get their products paid for and they get a $100 bonus. So I think as soon as you get that and you get that $100 bonus and you can put that back into products or however you want to use that, that might give them a little more incentive to share more. Now, saying it and doing it are 2 different things. Sometimes people are terrified. They don't want to add people to their team if they don't want to work the business. And I totally get it. But there are some great perks to being silver. I mean, you get that $100 bonus. As long as those people are every month, you get paid for each of those pay points. So if your pay points are $3 a pay point and you have 15 points, you know, it's not a lot, but you get a little bit of money that you can put back in your pocket or put it back into your products. Start with your closest circle of family and friends. And my experience has been the opposite of what some people have said. It has been hardest for me to get my close friends and family. My very best friend still will not even, doesn't want anything to do with it. My family wants nothing to do with it, and that's okay. So you kind of widen your net. You widen your nets out. But you will eventually find 3 people that want to do it. But when you run up against fear, that's where you have to start educating them on what the products are, what they do for you, how they can help their family with finances. Even just, I mean, you can make a couple $100 a month. I mean, that's worth it to me. So, and then when you get your 3, then you start working on training those 3 to get 3. It's called the power of 3, Shelly. I don't know if we talked about that or not.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's what they call it, the power of 3. And then you train your 3, and then they train their 3, and so on and so on and so on. And if it goes beautifully, like they, you know, the little chart shows you, I mean, you could be a diamond ambassador in no matter of time, right? I mean, we know now that we've been doing it a while, it's not as easy as that. But something that I've learned is people, and I've said this over and over again, people are watching. They're watching what you're posting. They're watching how you look, the changes in your body, the change in your energy. They see that, you know, they want to know what's going on. Lots of times they're not going to go, hey, what are you doing? Especially if they don't know you that well. But you've got to find ways to sneak it in conversation. Look at Deanna, she wants to say something. You want to say something, Deanna?
No.
You're ready to share your wisdom.
No. I just found that, you know, I went in silver last month, and my ambassadors are eager, but they're still not ready to share yet. So it's building those ambassadors, to me, is the hardest thing. Getting them was hard, but getting them ready to share is harder.
Yeah, and I think it also has to be a personality type too. Some people are more eager to share. Like, I'm an open book. Shelly's an open book. I know Shelly. We're like,
Yeah, I gave some of my phone number at the cash register the other night at Kohl's. That's how confident I am. I said, here, call me, text me, whatever. If I want me to talk to you about it, do it. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
She didn't seem like a stalker lady. She just had some health issues. And I said, well, let me tell you about this stuff. I didn't hear back from her, but hey, at least I didn't care.
Maybe she'll come back to you again, and you'll see her again at Kohl's, and you can say, hey,
Possibly.
are you sure you don't want to try it? You know, just try a 3-day or a 7-day or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing, is you just have to keep building those relationships. But for me, I'm an open book. I just throw up everywhere. So whether they want to know or not, they do. So
As us theater folk, we don't have any shyness.
Nope.
And see, I'm a little more reserved. So I've
and that's okay.
But it's funny, the number of people, the number of people that have come to me this month that I've seen for forever. And church has become my little business place.
Well, they're seeing and noticing the changes in you. That's
right.
right there. And sometimes it just takes that time for those changes to happen before people start to believe you, you know? Just,
It helps to wear your Plexus swag also.
yes, it does. If you've got a
If
hat,
mine will ever come in.
I was in Dollar Tree yesterday and my husband was laughing because before I even got in the door, I already had 2 people talking to me about it. Granted, they already had been introduced to Plexus by someone else,
right?
but I just encouraged them to try it, you know?
Yeah.
And anyway, so it's just funny. They both ladies were like, "Does that stuff really work?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, it really does."
Really
So.
does. It really does work. I think just posting consistently is really important. They say 1 to 3 social media posts a day, 30% Plexus. I tend to do a little more than that. And every day, if you can, 6 to 7 days a week. Work on your list of 100. I think ideally, if you could reach out to 5 new people a day, sometimes it's hard when you don't have a lot of time. You can't do 5 and then maybe 3. Oh, it's telling me my internet is unstable. That's not good. If I go out, don't worry, I'll be back, okay? Are you guys there? Ah, crap. Did I lose
There you are.
There you are.
My internet in the house is fine. My computer for some reason has a glitch, so it loses the Wi-Fi, and I don't know why. It's crazy. Sorry. So start identifying your list by using the Franks, and you guys know about that: friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids connections, and service organizations. And just start adding to your list. Go through your Facebook list and just start writing people down, you know? And then make a dream team. You know, who would you have, who would be like the people that you know would be so good at this business and need this so much? Those are the people on your dream team. And those are the ones that are hardest to reach out to, because I've got a dream team and I think I've maybe reached out to one. Well, they're usually people, these are people that I don't know that well. They're people that I know in the community who have a lot of influence, who are not necessarily very healthy, but would also be really good at the business side too. So plant those Plexus seeds wherever you go. People are watching everything you do. They want to know, is this the real deal? Yes, I'm here to tell you it is the real deal. Shelly watched me for almost a year, huh?
Yep.
Almost a
More
year.
than a year, because I remember when you started. And then I just kept watching and watching and watching, and it was just a financial issue. And then when that wasn't
And
an
sometimes,
issue, then
yeah,
now, you know, and it's funny because like people have talked to me, well, it's a lot of money. I said, but look, here's the thing. You get the 3 products. The only one you really need to replace for the first few months is going to be your Slim Drink, because you can stretch out the other 2 for a little bit. See how it goes for you. I mean, if you don't want to be an ambassador, that's fine. But at least order the Slim Sticks every month rather, and make the other 2 last you a bit, and then add to it. But I'm telling you, you're going to see the difference. And when you cut out the other stuff, it's going to pay for this stuff.
mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, but there's other ways to work around it. You got to think creatively. And so I've talked to a few people and set up a game plan with them for that, and they're trying to assess their budgets.
That's great.
So we'll
Especially
see.
if they're on medications they can get off of.
Mhm.
Too. And
And I said, and you know, don't go on the road trip by yourself. Take your friends, and then they'll pay for you.
it's true. If you can get people to join you, even if it's at a preferred customer or retail, you're going to make commission on that, and that's going to help. Something I think is super, super important, especially when you start coming up against walls. We've got a couple ambassadors that are on my level ones that have hit some walls and have been on the journey a little bit longer, and so I think sometimes they get a little frustrated because they're still not silver. But I think what's really important is that it doesn't matter when you hit silver, as long as you continue to share your heart, share your journey, keep doing the same things that you're doing every single day. Don't let that derail you and go, well, what am I doing this for? It will happen as long as you are consistent. It may be 5 years or it may be 2 years. Does it matter? Because by the time you get to Emerald, you're going to get to Emerald one way or the other. If it's going to take you 5 years, well, you're going to be going on that journey anyway, right? So isn't it worth it to be making 6 figures in 5 years as opposed to never.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Eventually you will get there. It's just a matter of time. That's all it is. And I think it's really important to be positive about it. And I say this for myself as well, because I tend to have a bit of negativity, which is why this team is called Positively Pink. I needed to name it something that I had to be positive all the time, because that was before Plexus. I was negative a lot, all the time, because I didn't feel good. I felt like the world was against me. I had all these things happen to me, and why did it happen to me and not somebody else? That's just life, right? But I have to do that for myself to stay positive. I heard something that really stuck with me this week. It's be the hall monitor of your thoughts. Be the crossing guard of your thoughts. And it always takes me back to hold every thought captive to Christ. We have to be in control of how we're feeling about our business, about ourselves, about our products, everything. We have the choice to be positive about it or negative about it. If we have a bad experience, we could be positive about it and use it as a learning experience, or we can turn it and make it negative and make it positive, take it that way. But I loved that. And another thing I heard was, don't be attached to the outcome, no matter what. Don't be addicted to the outcome. Is it going to be a no? Is it going to be a yes? It doesn't matter. You're still sharing, right? You're sharing with whoever you can share with. Whether they say yes or no, it really doesn't matter, because you're still trying to get those no's. You need people to tell you no, because after so many no's, eventually it's going to be a yes. There goes my internet again. Dang it. Oh. Stupid thing.
Everything
So sorry.
and researches everything and said, no. But yesterday I got a yes.
Yay.
So actually I got an okay.
Oh. That was from your sister, right?
Yes, that was my sister. So she's going to try 7 days. And I'm sure that the way that I phrased it is the reason that she did it. I told her I wanted some honest feedback. So knowing her, probably in her mind, it's, okay, I'm going to get her to realize that this stuff doesn't work. And we'll just wait and see. So it could still be a no.
She's going to be surprised.
Yeah, she could be very surprised.
Yep. Sometimes it takes more than 7 days, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, it just depends on the person and their body, I think, and how sick they were to begin with too. But I felt a difference literally just from ProBio. I started with ProBio. I didn't start with Slim. I started with ProBio, and by day 2, my pain was greatly reduced to the point where I could jump around in the kitchen, and Tim thought I was nuts. But don't be attached to the outcome. Just go and serve others. Go and serve. Be a servant to who, every day, Wendy and I pray every morning, Monday through Friday. And my prayer every morning is that he would just guide our feet. He would guide our words. And he would put the people who need what we have most in our path. Every single day. I pray the same thing, because he's the one guiding it. He's got this all the way, 100%. So, I think it's great that your sister's going to try it. It's exciting. It's super exciting. And then, okay, so now we've gone silver. Okay, bear with me here a minute. What you're going to do is you're going to just duplicate what you did to get to silver. You just keep doing the same thing. There's no special formula. I wish that there were a special formula, because I'd love to be able to say, this is exactly what you need to do. But really, you need to just keep duplicating yourself with your team. As soon as your team starts to share and they start to have people join, just power of 3 all the way down, and sharing. And you're like a quarter of the way, half the way, how close, like quarter of the way now, Deanna, you said?
I have the number of outside points that I need, but I only have 25 of my first leg points.
That's okay.
So you have to get 100.
Yep, you have to get 100. So you're looking at about 10, 20 level ones? No.
Yeah. It ends up being 20 level ones, because they're 5 points apiece.
But you have to remember, you're not doing it on your own.
Right.
Your team is helping you, and that's where I think it gets overwhelming sometimes. People are like, oh my gosh, I have to get to 100 points. How do I do that? Well, you're not doing it by yourself. you still need to add level ones, but as your team starts to go down, they're going to start duplicating and bringing in points, and that's going to help. And it may come sooner than you think, because as soon as that starts to duplicate, it happens faster than you think it will. Is that your sweetie?
This is my sweet girl.
Aww.
Hi,
Hey,
Amy.
girl.
Hi, baby girl.
We're almost done. Mine's in playing Minecraft.
She wanted to go outside and play. So
Is it really nice down there today?
yes.
Here too.
Yes, beautiful here too.
We're just so blessed. Okay, does anybody, so that's basically it in a nutshell. I mean, there's no secret to gold. It's just really the same thing that you did for silver, only personified even more and more and more.
And I found that it was that it's kind of motivating when you go into your back office where it says that you're an ambassador or you're senior or that you're silver or whatever. If you'll click on that radio button, you can pull up gold. So, and it doesn't show that you're gold, but it shows what you need. And so you can kind of watch it.
Yeah, I like that too. I also keep track of my points separate from what, just because that's me. I keep a little, because I'm running for Ruby now, and so I want to know exactly where I am at each time. But the problem with that comes user error, and somehow I added extra points in. I thought I was closer than what I was, and so I was like, oh man, that's okay. I'm gonna get there slowly but surely. I'm gonna get there. It doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, the bottom line is it doesn't matter, because I will eventually be Ruby, and I will eventually be Senior Ruby, and I will eventually be Emerald. So I'm getting there, and Wendy's the same way. She's about maybe halfway to Emerald. That's a huge jump. Emerald go from 750 to 1500. So that's huge. No. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 1500. Because I pulled down and even looked at where I was in relationship to Diamond.
Crazy. I know.
I'm like 1% to Diamond. Yay!
That's the way to look at it. That's the way to look at it. I mean, honestly, the only way you cannot succeed is if you quit.
Right.
I mean, and I have had a couple of moments when I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. But then I think, who cares? I mean, am I going to ever make the kind of money that even at Emerald, that would I ever make that kind of money doing anything else? No. Would I ever be able to change lives on the level that I'm able to change lives? Absolutely not. In ministry, you get a chance to change lives, but it's a different kind of change. But this is like, you've seen what it's done for people. It's absolutely mind-blowing. People are healthy again. I mean, I'm case in point. So it's huge. Did you guys have any questions or any prayer requests or anything like that? No?
I have two of my ambassadors that are gaining on the triplex. They both gained about 10 pounds.
Oh.
And they're both really, really, really frustrated.
Yeah. I'm sure you've asked all the questions. They're drinking water. How much bio are they on?
That was my question. To the one this morning, she's taken 2 ProBio at night. Okay. And she was doing 2 BioCleanse in the morning, but when she tried to add the 2 midday, it gave her diarrhea. And so she had to back off on those. I told her to up her ProBio to 3 and add a BioCleanse at night. I also asked her about gluten intake and sugar intake.
Yes. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that, but for Plexus to work, you have to get your gut clean. It's cleaning up your gut, and you can't keep adding to it.
Yep.
And sugar and gluten will do that really quick.
Yep. And I mean, you can still have gluten. You don't have to cut gluten, but
right.
Eating a lot of bread and a lot of things with gluten in it, it could. And you have to also remember that yeast cells hold up to 4 times their weight.
Right.
One single yeast cell holds up to 4. And so if she's full of candida, you might keep an eye on her. And if she continues to gain, I'd back her down to 1 ProBio for a week. Okay. See how she does, just to see, because if she's detoxing, is she eliminating okay?
She says she is. That's why she backed off on her bio.
Oh yeah. Because I'm afraid that if she's not eliminating, it could just be all you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
So, well, my mom is going to add ProBio this week. But because I know she's really yeasty, I told her to hold off on, not ProBio. She's going to add BioCleanse this week. I told her to hold off on ProBio for a month, to just do Slim and BioCleanse for a month.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you doing, Shelly? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm doing what you said. I take the ProBio in the morning after the pink drink. I'm taking 2 of those actually right now, just to kind of get revved up and going.
Yeah.
And then I take 2 of the BioCleanse at bedtime.
Perfect. Perfect. That's what I love about Plexus. It's different for everybody. I've always taken my BioCleanse or my ProBio in the morning with a meal. Simply because when I started, Wendy had done some research and then I did some research, and there's 2 schools of thought. Some people think it's better to take it on an empty stomach, and some people say it's better to take it on a full stomach. And it made sense to me, the full stomach, because our stomach acids are really angry when we're hungry, and trying to get that through the stomach acid and into the intestinal tract, they say that our BioCleanse is strong enough to withstand that, and I believe that it is, but I want to make sure that it gets to where it needs to go. So I always just take it with a meal. And then I am not right now because I started to feel yeasty again. That's after 14 months. I started having detox again. So I'm telling you, it takes a long time to get your gut clean. I was taking 2 at night too with my dinner. So it just depends on the person. I read one and shared the other day, and I think you asked, or someone asked, she only took her BioCleanse on the weekend. But it worked for her. She didn't take BioCleanse all week long, and then she took BioCleanse only on the weekend. I thought that was interesting. I don't know why.
I take BioCleanse mid-morning, and then right before dinner, and then at night, if I remember before dinner.
Yeah.
But it keeps me from getting heartburn if I take it before a meal. And I find that because like lunch for some reason bothers me, and it's probably because I'm a teacher and I eat in 5 minutes. So if I feel like I'm getting heartburn, I'll go ahead and take a BioCleanse. And BioCleanse, because of the magnesium, will kill that really quick.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's the thing I noticed too. The heartburn's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Heartburn, and I can sleep, which is good.
Yay. That's a huge victory, especially when you haven't been able to sleep well for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, you guys, I don't want to take any more of your time. I think that's good, and then I'll just upload this so everybody else can see it, and we'll meet again next week. We won't meet on Easter, obviously. Easter's a big day. Everyone's okay for Palm Sunday? You guys do stuff?
Yeah.
Should be, unless I'm working.
Okay. Well, you just come when you can.
Okay.
There's never, we'll do it, and whoever can show up, and if nobody shows up but me, then that's fine too. I just really want to start developing leaders, and I really want us to start, one of my missions this year is to really just pour into whoever wants to be poured into. I feel like God's saying that's what you need to do now.
Okay, one other quick question. For the event on the 7th, do the people that I'm inviting, do they have to somehow get onto your event, or is it all going to be together, or how does that work?
Okay, did I add you to the event page yet?
You're there, and then I sent out a duplicate of the flyer to my people, and then so
you need to invite them to the party, basically, to the event. On the event page, there'll be a little place over on the side that says invite, and you just click on that and then put their name in, and then they'll pop up. You click on them, and then you send the invite, and that'll go straight to them, and they'll see that they were invited to the event, and then they just have to come to that event page the night of the event, and they should pop right in without
okay. So I'll just go in and put those 5 people that for sure said they were coming, and I think I got 5 more that are maybes.
Good.
We'll see. And then I have one friend that was just doing a little side research and watching some of the YouTube videos that were out there, and she may order on Monday.
Good.
She has horrible migraines, and they keep telling her to get the ear piercing thing, and she doesn't really want to do that. And I said, well, then try this first. Yeah. I said, this is much healthier for you and much more consistent, not just for your migraines, but for everything that you have going on. So,
yeah, if you can get someone there, I've had really good success rate of turning people over from being prospects to customers. Because I think
Right.
a lot of people are afraid and they don't understand what it's all about. And when they start to realize, like I've had people go, I don't do shakes. I'm like, well, I don't either.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not a shake company. It's supplements. You're supplementing your body with things that we cannot get from our food anymore. It's absolutely necessary. I mean, that's why I think Plexus is for everybody. I don't care if you're skinny, and you can have a shake if you want, and they're amazingly delicious, but it certainly isn't necessarily a meal replacement. It's more like a snack than anything else.
Right.
Put peanut butter in it or something that's got some protein, some meat, so
All right. Well, thanks.
you're welcome. Okay, you guys, I will see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.